It is a clear misinformation. You are still eligible to buy a home on work permit in Ontario. First time home buyer myths. The 5% down is not always the 5%. Not everyone will qualify you for 5% down. You can still apply for a mortgage even if you are employed for as low as 3 months. The government will provide an incentive of 5% for a resale property and 5 to 10% for a new build. In today's video, let's discuss some myths before buying your first home and 7 different first-time home buyer programs that are available in Canada. This video is going to be helpful to all the first-time home buyers as well as realtors to educate their clients. If you are new to this channel, I am Rahul Kotha. I am a mortgage agent here in Ontario, works with DLC FC funding. Our brokerage is the largest one in Ontario and we worked with more than 140 plus lenders last year. So before diving into the topic, if you did not subscribe to my channel yet, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get update on my latest videos. And if you have any doubt regarding your mortgages or require guidance on your mortgage eligibility, please feel free to book a call from the link in the description. Without any further ado, let's dive into the topic. First time home buyer myths. The number one myth is 5% down payment. People often think if they are a first time home buyer, they are directly eligible for 5% down payment. But in reality, it is not the case. If you are planning to put a 5% down for the home you purchase, then you need to live in that property. If you are planning to rent it out, even if you are a first time home buyer, then you need to pay 20% down. The 5% down payment option is not just available for first time home buyers, but also to a 10th time home buyer if they are planning to live in it. But for the people who previously owned the properties and they are going to live in a new property, there are many things that needs to be considered. The next point in 5% down is your home purchase price should be less than $1 million. Even if it is $1 more than 1 million, you have to pay 20% as down payment. The third main important point is if you are a first time home buyer and planning it as an investment or rental property, then you need to put 20% down and you are not eligible for 5% down. The fourth point here is the 5% down is not always the 5%. Maybe most of you might know about this one, but let me clarify it again. If the home purchase price is less than 500k, then you can put 5% as down payment. But if the home purchase price is more than 500, let's say it as 700, then on the balance 200k, you have to put 10% as down payment. If you have any doubt regarding these calculations, you can download my Mortgage Toolbox application from the link in the description. Here you can input all the numbers and find how much percentage of the down payment you exactly need to have. If you have any doubt in this process, please feel free to book a call from the link in the description. And the most important thing that you have to remember here is not everyone will qualify you for 5% down. It is because your credit is also very important. In this case, you can talk to a mortgage agent. They will let you know what exactly you have to do for this one. And if someone tells you they can qualify you for 5% down even if the property value is 700 to 900k, then it is a clear misinformation. And the second list of myths that I need to talk about is if you are new to Canada. There are several things that people talk about but which not exactly are true. The most common myth is people think if you are new to Canada, you need to have 20% down. It is not exactly the case. Even if you have 5% down, you are eligible, but it depends on the length of credit you have. And again, it depends on case by case basis. The second myth here is you need not to always have 700 plus credit score. Even with a credit score of 680, you can still make 5% down. The third myth here is you can't buy a home on work permit. That is not the case. If you pay non-resident speculation tax, you are still eligible to buy a home on work permit in Ontario. If you are planning to buy in Alberta, that is not the case. There is no such tax. But I don't recommend going through this process if you are on work permit. The fourth myth is you need not to always have 1 year employment if you are new to Canada. You can still apply for a mortgage even if you are employed for as low as 3 months. The fifth myth is you need not to always have your down payment sitting in your bank account for more than 90 days. If you got your down payment from India and you have your documentation proof, then it is still eligible. But what exactly you need to have to purchase a house in Canada? 1. You need to have a working status, whether it could be PR or citizenship. Number 2, you need to have a credit card with good payment history. Number 3, you need to have 5% down payment. The second part of this video is 7 first-time homebuyer programs. Here we are going to discuss about first-time homebuyer incentive, first-time homebuyer's tax credit, homebuyer's plan, first home savings account, land transfer tax refund, GST or HST New Housing Rebate, and purchase plus improvement plan. The first program is First Time Homebuyer Incentive. What exactly is this? This is a federal program designed to help first-time homebuyers to lower their monthly mortgage payments without increasing their down payment. It's a shared equity mortgage with the Government of Canada, meaning the government shares in the upside and downside of the property value. Here, the government provides some amount of your down payment to you and takes it back whenever you are selling the property. The second program that you can be eligible is First-Time Homebuyers Tax Credit. This is a federal non-refundable tax credit for first-time homebuyers. The amount for the year is 5,000, but if you are a couple and you both bought the property, then you are eligible for 10,000 tax credits. For this, you can talk to your tax accountant before filing your taxes. But remember, the first-time homebuyer program is only eligible for those people who are buying their first property. But if they have a property anywhere in the world, they are not eligible for first-time homebuyer programs. The third program in this is the Homebuyers Plan. It is a federal program allows first-time homebuyers to withdraw up to 60,000 from their RRSP, which is Registered Retirement Savings Plan, for a down payment. The amount withdrawn must be repaid within 15 years and start repaying within 2 years of your home purchase. But remember, if you are planning to withdraw amount from your RRSP, then your funds needs to be in RRSP for at least 90 days. I have provided all the detailed links in the description. Please feel free to go through those links whenever you get some time. The fourth program that is eligible for first-time homebuyers is First Home Savings Account, which is launched in April 2023. It is basically a combination of RRSP and TFSA. Here you can withdraw funds up to 40,000 from your FHSA and you need not to pay back. The annual contribution limit for your FHSA account is $8,000 and you can deposit a maximum of $40,000. Since it is launched last year, if you have missed your $8,000 last year, then you can deposit $16,000 this year. And basically it is tax-free amount. And if you are planning to buy a property in the next couple of years, I would highly recommend you to open an FHSA. And if you properly invest this amount into good ETFs, you need not to worry about your closing costs. You can easily gain your closing cost from the interest or returns gained from the FHSA deposited amount. And you can also have some spare amount if you properly plan your investments. The fifth program that you are eligible if you are a first-time homebuyer is Land Transfer Tax Refund. In Ontario, first-time homebuyers may be eligible for a refund of all or part of land transfer tax. The maximum refund is $4,000 if you are anywhere in Ontario. But if you are in Toronto, then the maximum land transfer tax refund is $8,000 because in Toronto, there is land transfer tax as well as municipal tax. For example, if you purchase a home up to $368,000, you will not pay any land transfer tax. For homes over $368,000, the refund will offset part of the tax. But this is not the case if you are in Alberta or Calgary. The land transfer tax over there is literally zero. The sixth program that a first-time homebuyer will be eligible is GST or HST New Housing Rebate. This is applicable only if you are buying a newly built property or a property which is substantially renewed. Let's say you are a first-time homebuyer and planning to purchase a pre-con. Then this rebate is directly added to the property purchase price. And one other additional thing is some municipalities in Ontario may offer additional rebates or incentives for first-time homebuyers. It's a good idea to check with your local municipality to see if any local programs are available. The seventh program and the final one that you might be eligible if you are a first-time homebuyer is the Purchase Plus Improvements Mortgage. And this program is not offered by everyone. So when you are choosing a mortgage agent, check if they are providing you the Purchase Plus Improvements Mortgage or not. This program is very important for a home purchaser is because it is literally very hard to find a property which is ready to go. So if you are looking into a home that requires improvements, there is a mortgage product known as Purchase Plus Improvements. This type of mortgage is available to assist buyers with making simple upgrades, not conduct a major renovation where structural modifications are made. Simply renovations include paint, flooring, windows, hot water tank, new furnace, kitchen updates, bathroom updates, new roof, basement, finishing and more. Depending on whether you have a conventional or high ratio mortgage, if it is insured or uninsurable and which insurer you use, the Purchase Plus Improvements product can allow you to borrow between 10% and 20% of the initial property value for renovations, and it can go maximum up to $40,000. The main difference between a regular mortgage and a Purchase Plus Home Improvements program is the need for quotes. As a part of verification process, your mortgage professional and the lender will need to see a quote for the work that is planned for the improvements. The quotes will provide us with the cost and plan details required to secure the final approval. So these are some of the programs that are available for first-time home buyers in Canada. So if you are planning to buy a home, make sure that you have all these programs available. If you are someone still looking for a property and don't have a proper team, feel free to book a call from the link in the description and let's have a discovery call and understand what exactly your requirements are and where to proceed. And if you are still watching till the end, here is a pro tip that you have to remember before purchasing any property. Number 1, don't go to a lender or a mortgage agent who provide you with the lowest rates. Instead, go with someone who can educate you in every step of your home purchase journey. Number 2, don't go with a realtor who is just after the cashbacks. Instead, go with someone who can negotiate on your behalf and get you a property which suits your needs. Once again, I am Rahul Kotha, a mortgage agent here in Ontario. I work with DLC FC funding. Last year, we worked with more than 140 plus lenders. The lenders I work include institutional, A lenders, B lenders, monoline and credit unions. If you found any value in this video, please click the like button and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon in order not to miss any of my latest video. This is completely free for you, but it helps me motivate a lot and come up with new content. Chalo, vache video lo kaluddam. Antavaraku bye bye.